begin the process of modeling a logo, we're going to request from the client a vector file format. So what the client might provide you is it might provide you an Illustrator file, an AI file, or they might provide you a PDF file. In some cases they might give you a JPEG, but right off the bat if it's a JPEG you know it's a bitmap and it won't contain any vector information, making the whole process a little bit more challenging. So in this case, Baker has provided us their logo in what's hopefully a vector format. So if we open up the PDF file or the AI file in Illustrator, what we should be able to tell is if we click on these elements, we should be able to see if there are path information on these objects. And if there is, then we're in pretty good shape for having these imported into Max and be able to generate three-dimensional objects from that. Now, one special note, notice that I have text information here. The Baker, the college, the lettering comes in as a font, as a piece of type. 3ds Max will not recognize this. It will import these elements and the shapes for this sort of the circular element, but it will not bring in these elements. So we need to first convert these by going to Type, Create Outlines. And if we do that same process, I'm using the shortcut key Shift Control O to take all these elements really quickly. So now you can see all the point information on the letters. This is going to make it possible to be able to extrude these. So now I'm ready to export it for 3ds Max. If we go to Export, this will let us save it into a legacy Illustrator file format. Now in newer versions of Illustrator, like Illustrator CS5, 4, possibly 3, I think you can just do a file save as and have it let you pick a version of Illustrator to save it, the AI file as. In our case, we want to save this in version 3. So if I have our Baker logo and choose where I want to save this, let's save this under my 3ds Max, Scene Assets. I'll just replace this one that I've already got in there. So I'll click on Save. I'll replace it. Now here's the version. So what we want to do is we want to use version 3. So if I say OK to version 3, it says saving in older format. That's fine. We'll do what we'll take that risk. Now once we've set it out, we can go into 3ds Max and then do a import. And we'll import that file. So here's the AI file that we saved as a version 3. We'll open that up. I'll merge objects into the current scene. If you have a scene already started, this won't completely delete everything else. We'll bring it in as a single object initially, and then we'll break it apart as we decide we need it to. So we'll say OK. Now you'll notice it's brought in this artboard shape, and if we were to take this shape right now, this solid object, and extrude it, you'll notice it has a few issues with it. It becomes one big solid box. So what we need to do is we know we need to get rid of this, so we'll get rid of that. And if we go back and do another extrude modifier, we can sort of see where we're at on this. So it only has a thickness of 0.5 inches, and that already looks too thick. And we notice we've got some issues with the logo in there. There's also some stepping, so it's not a very nice smooth shape. So there's a few things that we'll need to fix, and then a few things, tricks to making the geometry not look so flat, add some interesting characteristics to the shapes. So we've got kind of our work cut out for us. But as a initial bringing in the shape, we've got a good start. So now we'll go in the next video we'll go ahead and clean up this shape.